I've worked in pesticides for a long time, more than 20 years, and I remember when I first started, we used to analyse perhaps 30 or 40 pesticides, and that required multiple different techniques. But nowadays it's progressed so much, the technology, it's all been driven by the technology which has been developed by companies like THERMO FISHER SCIENTIFIC, and nowadays it's quite common for laboratories to analyse 400 or perhaps 500 compounds using one extraction technique and just dividing that extract in analysis using a GC MS method and also an LC MS method in a complementary way. Huge differences in the numbers of samples that we can put through the laboratory. So nowadays it just people are turning around samples in 24, 48 hours when previously that was almost impossible. And also you see huge changes in the concentrations that we're able to measure. Previously we probably working at around 100 ppb concentrations, and now today we can work even lower than 10 ppb. So we've seen increases or improvements of between probably 10 and 50-fold using the new technology. Well, I think the technological developments are just continuing. We will be able to analyse even more compounds. Probably one of the biggest changes will be the capability to be able to analyse the pesticides or detect the pesticides, not only for quantification and identification, but also to include screening of compounds which may be in the sample but are not included in the target lists. So that combination of quantification, identification and screening all in one analysis, and probably the best technology to be able to achieve that objective is the THERMO FISHER SCIENTIFIC Orbitrap technology. It's the highest resolving power of instruments which are available on the market, and that means that we can differentiate the analytes from matrix interferences or chemical interferences which we see coming from the matrix. And that's really a big issue because of the complexity of the matrices which we need to analyse.